Welcome to Coco's Corner. I'm the huge one, Dave Coco from Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com, or Kocosports.net. It takes you to the same place. It's where the world comes to kick ass, your home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Boom Boom is not with me tonight because, well, last week I was on vacation. Today he's working a double at work, but I think that's just a conspiracy. I think since I was on vacation, he had to review that shitty show last week. I have to do it this week. If you did not watch Raw, if you are one of the lucky ones that did not watch Raw, you are better than the ones who watched Raw. I thought last week's show, it couldn't get worse. Surprise! It got worse. Now, there are going to be some positive PDs out there, some WWE propaganda bullshit people out there, and if you are that, why not just go to WWE.com? If you're going to lie to your fucking audience and say that was a good show, why even have a voice? Why even have a voice? So, down and below, you might not agree. You might not have thought this Raw was bad. I thought it was fucking... Dude, I went to work Saturday. I don't work that often because of health issues, but I went to work Saturday, and I had more fun at work than I did. This 3 hours of watching Raw was painful. I know there's going to be pirates that accidentally click on this because they don't know how to be a pirate and they don't know the word review. Trust me, you are better off just not watching this Raw. I'm watching Raw for you, so you don't have to. So down and below in the comments, please put win, loss, tie, what you thought of this Monday Night Raw. I thought this Monday Night Raw was a huge loss, and basically, here's the positive recap. You ready? Let's get the positive recap out of the way, because this show is going to be filled with negativity, and you fuckers love your positivity. Here we go. Ready? WWE really loves John Cena and his girlfriend. And I have no idea who's under the bunny suit. Literally, I want to know. That was the highlight. Commercials, changing my son's diaper, and who the fuck is under the bunny suit. Highlights for me, for this Raw. Highlights for me. You know, just my son had shit all over his diaper. That was a highlight of Raw. That wasn't in WWE's control. I thank Terry Funk for fucking giving me something to do while watching that shitty, shitty show. Yeah, so there's the positives. WWE really loves John Cena. I mean, you gotta, it's like, you ever see a really good-looking person dating a really fat, ugly person? You feel good for them. You're like, way to go. You're taking one for the team. That's the way I look at WWE right now. They're taking one for the team. They really love John Cena. I guess that's a positive. That's the only positive you can get out of this. And whoever Cena puts his cock in, let's just give them 50 fucking storylines. Sure, why not? Why the fuck not? I don't understand. Even if, well, let's put it, I am a pro wrestling fan. I like New Japan, Dragon Gate. I like in-ring abilities. I believe that the best wrestler who connects with the crowd should be champion. And I don't think John Cena, Brock Lesnar, or anyone that they have in the main event scene fills those qualifications. I don't think anyone fills those qualifications. So let's take away, you're not a pro wrestling fan. You're a sports entertainment fan. Was any of that fucking entertaining? Was any of that entertaining? Was any of that entertaining? For all those WWE defenders, the propaganda fucking filled live podcast, like, look at me, I'm positive, watch me. All those guys. Could you go to a non-wrestling fan and not be embarrassed about tonight's show? It's fucking embarrassing. I'm not even talking about in-ring wise. In-ring wise, of course you're going to be embarrassed. It's WWE. I'm talking about, hey, I don't know what pro wrestling is. Show me what WWE is. This is what you watch every Monday night? Yeah, this is what I watch every Monday night. You fucking believe this shit? This is what I fucking do in my life. I don't fucking get it. I have no idea how anyone can put a positive spin on this. If you do, if you think it's positive, please down in the comments put win, loss, or tie, and why. What you thought of it and how. Because I have no idea. Like, because, sometimes you're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's not my type of wrestling, but I could see why people like it. Oh, I'm not really that big of that type of entertainment. Oh, I can see why people like it. Like, I don't like music. I don't like music. But if someone plays a hit song, I could be like, oh, I can see why other people would like that. I cannot. As a human being that fucking thinks, I cannot see how anyone could enjoy this show. I can't see how anyone could think this was good. I mean, let me put on my hat. Ba-ba-da-ba! I love John Cena! Yeah! John Cena's the fucking greatest! Yeah! Fuck those internet guys! Dun 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 dun! Even as that guy, even as John Cena, Ichiban, pro wrest fan, fucking douche nozzle, how can you say that's a good show? How? How can you, even if you're a John Cena fan, calling all John Cena fans, bring, I hate guys on the internet, they shouldn't be so mean to John Cena. Ah! I got a question for you. All you fuckers that like John Cena, how can he even be in a bad Raw? Even if you love John Cena, this wasn't a good fucking Raw. This just wasn't good. Now, a lot of John Cena fans only like John Cena because they hate fat motherfuckers and nerdy motherfuckers like me. And that's okay. It's okay to hate me. But even if you are a John Cena fan, how can you find that entertaining? How can that bring joy to your fucking life? All right, there are wrestlers I like that no one else likes. I like Bo Dallas. No one else likes Bo Dallas. I enjoy Mark Henry. No one else enjoys Mark Henry. But I could tell you if Bo Dallas is in a shitty fucking show, I could tell you if Mark Henry's in a shitty fucking angle. All right? It's not about not liking a wrestler. It's so fucking delusional that you'll fucking defend anything. I am being a John Cena fan. All right, never gives up. Fuck the internet. How is this good? How was this fucking good? How was it different? And the problem is, WWE, a lot of WWE defenders out there, man, I fucking hate WWE so fucking bad, it hurts my fucking heart. WWE defenders will say, well, give it time. They're planning way in advance. No. Planning way in advance is, hold on, I am writing a book right now. Son of a bitch, I can't find it. Just pretend this is my book for the sake of I can't find it. All right, there would be maps, there would be lines. It'd be like, hey, John Cena wants to get the title, but fucking Mark Henry says, fuck you, John Cena, you're not getting the title. John Cena has to beat him to get to the next step. And there's steps along the way. That's how you fucking tell a story. That's how you tell a long story. You don't say, John Cena's going to fight Brock Lesnar. Chapter 2, John Cena's going to fight Brock Lesnar. Chapter 3, John Cena's going to fight Brock Lesnar. Chapter 4, John Cena's going to fight Brock Lesnar. You get the fucking point. It is not a goddamn story. It is not entertainment. You are basically, dude, listen, I put this on my Facebook status. I put this in the Google chat with the internet inventory. I put it on Twitter, and it's my fucking thing. WWE, do us all a favor. Do us all a favor. Cut Raw to the 15 fucking minutes, because Raw is your worst show. SmackDown is better than Raw. You know what hurts SmackDown? They show Raw recaps. Main event, NXT. I don't watch Superstars, but I'm going to pretend. I'm going to lie. I'm going to lie for a second just to prove a point. Even Superstars is better. We need to make the fucking product better. Like, even, you know what? I don't even give a fuck. You win. John Cena's the greatest. Well, at least tell a goddamn fucking story. Spoiler! You know what's going to happen next week? You know what's going to happen in 2 weeks? You know what's going to happen in 67 fucking weeks? I'll tell you. John Cena's going to beat up everyone. They're going to tear down the whole roster, and he's going to want to fight Brock Lesnar. I just recapped the last 4 fucking months of Raw. There you go. Thank you. You don't even have to pay $9.99. John Cena wins. LOL. And even if he doesn't win, who gives a shit? All these WWE defenders are like, it's a long-term storyline. No. Fucking putting Control-C, Control-V over and over and over again. It was not. Dude, Harry Potter, at this pace, Harry Potter would be on its 19th movie, and he still wouldn't know he was a wizard. Just, yeah, you have, long storylines means you're a good writer. The long storylines means you're telling a story. Repeating the same thing over and over makes you an annoying YouTuber, podcaster, guy. Exactly. You don't want that. Alright, so let's fucking break this down. Please, down in the comments, put win, loss, tie, what you thought of it. All right, let's see. We got some new ones. Shallow Wolf. I'm gonna puke. What a pile of roasted shit. Huge loss. Not even close to a win. Malik Douglas says, "Oh, stupid YouTube. YouTube made like Google Plus, YouTube. You fix all this stuff, but the one thing I want. This is the one thing I want. I want the comments to come to my Gmail, so I don't have to go to the video every time. But no, okay, fuck you, Google. I love you, Google, but dude, you have so many new options. I don't even know what the fuck these options do. But all right, I don't want to wish people bad on their financial status with the economy now. And this is from Malik Douglas. There's bad shit going on. Vince, Stephanie, Dunn, Triple H, and all the writers responsible with this show don't deserve the money that they make at all. If they do stupid fucking shit like this show, I don't know what is worse, a loss, but I give this Raw that. So yeah, it's a fucking loss. Malik Douglas just keeps repeating loss, 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 loss. Yeah, I don't know. Like the thing is, they're fucking delusional. They're blaming the talent. Oh, you're not getting over. You're not doing this. Oh, no one can be a star. The reality is, if you are a wrestling promoter at any level, a wrestling booker, and you do a storyline and it doesn't work out, it is your obligation to man the fuck up and go to that wrestler. And now listen, if the wrestler's like, I want to be champion, and he's not champion, you don't need to apologize for that. You're like, fuck you, stand your gun. But if you're like, on paper, you go out there and you say, hey, Putin, he's a jerk, right? Am I right? Come on, Putin's a jerk. And you say that, and the fans don't give a shit. It is your obligation as someone booking, promoting, to go to that wrestler and say, yo, listen, I'm sorry. I thought people knew who the fuck Putin was. These motherfuckers need to start firing themselves, and these motherfuckers need to at least be apologizing to these guys. They're ruining their careers. Ryback is in the fucking getting surgery, hospital, all that shit. He had potential. I'm not a big fan of Ryback, but let's be completely honest. He had potential. Did anyone in fucking creative or WWE apologize to him? Anybody. Anybody. If anyone ever has the honor, the privilege, the fucking luck to interview fucking Ryback, ask him. Be like, did anyone ever apologize to you? I need to know that. Because, yeah, they fucking got it. Mr. The Cake says, I'm very upset right now. Forsaken 6-2, just Forsaken. I'm not going to read out your whole thing. I forget it. 6261-1981. I wonder if that's his birthday. You're young. You're young if that's your birthday. Maybe it's his phone number. Everyone call, find out. Be like, excuse me, internet inventory? Is this Forsaken? Leave me the fuck alone, kids! Forsaken says, highlights for me. Paige, Xbox One fantasy football commercial. Yeah, I was watching the UK feed, and they had a great commercial for Sky Internet with Toy Story. That was a fucking awesome commercial. That's when you know. That's when you know Raw is bad. Maybe next week there might not even be a Raw review show. Let's just do a Raw commercial show. Boom Boom will watch it in America. I'll watch the UK version in Japan, and we'll just be like, hey, dude, Sky Internet had a really good commercial. Fucking way to go, Xbox One. And that's it, folks. Raw is a loss. And we're back to Forsaken. Hell, my vomit vote loss as well. The Brie Nikki skits were the worst thing in wrestling since John Cena himself decided, well, this bodybuilding thing didn't work out. I guess I'll try the wrestling gig. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. Don't worry. We'll get to his cock warmer. John Cena and his cock warmer. I mean, why didn't we? This is it. You ready? WWE, please do us all a favor. If you're not going to give the product that we want or that anyone wants, even a John Cena fan can't like that shit. If you're not going to give us a product, why not just put a 15-minute infomercial on that says, you know what? John Cena is great. Put some music behind it and be like, Nikki Bella blows him. There. Problem solved. Problem staying solved. I probably wouldn't even be this angry. I'd be like, dude, 15 minutes. Not bad. John Cena. He's fucking the greatest. Of course he is. Why ain't John Cena the greatest? But no, 3 hours. We get it. Like everything. It was like, oh, here comes Bo Dallas, Peter Cottontail, and the kids of Boy Scout Troop 121. Let's see what they have to say. I love John Cena. John Cena's the greatest. And Jerry King Lawler's like, you know what? no one loves John Cena more than me. Literally, that went on for 3 fucking hours. 3 hours. Dude, I don't, like, it, granted, a lot of fucking, some stupid fucking Cena fan will be like, you just want to be John Cena. Listen, that's the dumbest fucking thing ever. Alright, first off, if I wanted to be anyone, I would be someone way more powerful and successful. And I don't know about, John Cena's pretty goddamn good looking, but there's a lot of other good looking dudes out there. So, like, yeah, that fucking doesn't work. But even if I was John Cena, not that I want to be John Cena, even if I was John Cena, I'd be like, yo, I really don't want my ass kissed this much. This is fucking ridiculous. Can we pump the brakes on the ass kissing? So, the problem with John Cena is he's not connecting with the audience. He's not connecting with the audience. Now, granted, there are some people that will fucking, oh, that's a loyalty respect. Dun, 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 dun. You got those fans. No doubt. You have those fans. I'm not going to knock you. I don't understand what they see, but hey, dude, some people fucking need hope in their lives. Way to go. All right, so you have that audience, but the problem is a majority of the live audience and just the majority of all the audience fucking hates this guy because he has no human qualities and they can't connect to him. Your answer to that was, let's throw out 3 legends and kiss their ass. Let's do a 3-hour show where every segment we kiss his ass. That's not even good PR. That's not even good PR. What the fuck are you thinking? What are you thinking? It would be like if fucking my son walked in. He's like, Dada, you fucking spend too much time on the internet, you fat lazy fuck. And I smack the living shit out of him. Like, I'll take some of this, some macho man elbows. And my fucking response was, well, instead of apologizing, I'm gonna fucking have a bunch of kids with black eyes say, he's a great guy. I don't fucking grasp the concept. I don't understand why, like, where the ass kissing is gonna benefit. Where is it gonna help? Where, like, if you hate John Cena, how is, wow, Jerry the King Lawler's masturbating to him on Raw? Well, that changes my thoughts on him. And if you do love John Cena, I don't understand you, but let's go down that road. Let's go down that bumpy fucking road. If you do like John Cena, dun 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 dun, why would you want him to get his ass kissed? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't. It would be like, you know, oh, my favorite fucking goalie gave up a 3rd goal, but look at the style. It's just like, why? Why kiss ass? If you're in WWE Creative, I get it. I get it. You're pathetic, and you've got nothing else going for you. All right? Let's be completely honest. You know how you keep your job in WWE Creative? This little, I got this for my kid on vacation. I was on vacation last week, but this will be Vince McMahon. You ready? I'll solve all the creative problems. Here we go. You want to be guaranteed WWE Creative? Oh, there's a problem with John Cena? I know. Let's give John Cena the title and have everyone kiss his ass. That's it. Bam! Don't even need a college degree. Don't even have to know how to spell. Don't have to know what plot holes are. You're saved. You are guaranteed a job forever. Forever. But really, it's not that much money. Why? Why dare call yourself a writer? Why dare call yourself creative when all you do is John Cena? Yeah! What the fuck, man? Really? If I had to write this shit and have some powerful fucking guy behind me, the money's not worth it. It's not worth it. Walk away. I am talking to WWE writers right now. If you're... walk away. Go write for Amazon. Go fucking... You know, if you're good enough for television, go back to fucking television. Why? Why would you even fucking be in that environment? How can you look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm a storyteller, I'm a writer, I'm creative, and that's what you deliver. That's what you deliver. Matter of fact, don't call me. You probably went to college. You probably went to 4 years, and you didn't bust your ass in the Marine Corps and fucking work your way through fucking college and pay for it by hand like some of us. You went fucking daddy and mommy. Look at you. Oh, WWE Creative. And they fucking paid for you to become a fucking writer, and this is what you do with your fucking life. Call your mom. Call your dad. Call anyone that was involved in your learning process at college and apologize. Apologize. Be like, you know what? I wasted your fucking money. And what? How much you gonna get? $80,000 a year? Yeah, your fucking degree probably cost fucking... I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. I guess, you know... I guess I guess it's all you got. You know, it reminds me of like boot camp, Marine Corps boot camp. People break down. It's like, I got nothing else. Like, does that happen often in the creative room? I mean, I could just see like, hey, dude, I got this idea. You know, simple. We just adjust storylines to the best wrestlers that get over with the crowd the most. It's so simple. And they're like, no, you're going to lose your job. I got nowhere else to go. All right, come back in 5 minutes, or you're fucking fired. John Cena wins everything. I don't know. I got to feed my family. I got a dog. I got college loans Mommy's not paying for anymore. John Cena wins. That's your fucking life, bro. That's your life. How the fuck do you wake up in the morning, dude? How the fuck do you sleep at night? And the best part is, you'll go, there's other fucking YouTubers that were part of WWE Creative. There's other people from WWE Creative, and they'll act like they're fucking better than you. Because they fucking have spent mama's money on a fucking degree that's absolutely fucking worthless. Fucking failed at Hollywood, failed at being a fucking real writer, fucking wound up in WWE because they fucking fluffed someone on a fucking gay porn, and fucking they're like, I fucking worked in television! Come on in! And you just sit there and you fucking dial those stupid fucking pencils. You type your types, and you fucking sit creative meetings going, you know what? I think giving Cena, having 3 legends kiss his ass, and all the segments lead to John Cena. I think that's a great idea. That's your fucking life. That's what the fuck you do. That's what you do. That's sad. That's sad. I'm sorry, dude. It's just fucking sad. Let's go back to some live comments, and we'll start breaking this down. All right, let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Wow, you guys, thank you so much for all the live comments. Really helps me out. Especially since my main man Boom Boom's too busy covering news. What a jerk. What a jerk. You know what, Boom Boom? Oh, I got to cover news. Oh, it's my career. Oh, I got to pay rent. Where's your priorities? All right, let's see. Rihanna Jackson says Triple H has stuttering and mispronouncing so much during the beginning that he sounded like he was having a stroke. It was so hilarious to me to say WWE and for it to trend on Twitter. Yeah, it went crazy in the Internet Infantry chat room on Google+. Funniest trend ever in my book. Yeah, it's pretty funny, but I don't know. I'm a pretty much an asshole, but you know, I stutter. I got a twitch. I got concussions. I'm sure Triple H has a lot of concussions. It's not gonna be perfect. What can you do? Psst, that's me trying to get on a creative team. Second part of the show is me nailing it by saying John Cena should have everything. No, but I'm not gonna make fun of someone stuttering. Jerome Meadows, weak tie, fuck it, lost. He was almost positive. He wanted to be positive. Jerome Meadows, I appreciate you putting some effort. Jerome, he's like, weak tie, fuck it, lost. StaceX02, welcome back. I appreciate it. A big loss because of the soap opera shit of the Bellas. Yeah, the Bellas were fucking ridiculous. And you know what? I love Rob to death. Rob's one of my co-hosts that couldn't make it tonight. And he likes this shit. I can't deal with it. I just can't. And the fact that everybody, especially now Team Table, love to suck the dick of the fucking John Cena. It's like every Monday Night Raw is Cena. Yeah, it's bad. Roman Reigns won the match and the spotlight is still on Cena. The fuck makes no sense. No matter what, WWE don't give a fucking shit about this. Again, fuck the Bellas. I'm so tired of them. I don't like their acting, and they don't know how to wrestle for shit. Thanks, StaceX02. Jerome Meadows is back, all because it was sponsored by the Bella Twins. Yeah, the Bella Twins is fucking ridiculous. This was the worst Raw in years, seriously, from Neck Exorus. I probably mispronounced that. Tom Martin, big loss, Dave. Bring on the dancing girls. Yeah. Mr. the King, I got a rant. All right, Mr. the King, let it loose. That's what we're here for. I don't understand why Cena officially buried Bray Wyatt. But listen, a lot of people hate to use the word buried. Buried is like the word racist. Everyone sees it at different levels. I see it as a burial, but I know, who is it, Wrestling Ranting, who also does shows, is always like, it's not a burial, it's a job. And I don't know. I just don't like when we define terminology, because to me, buried, everyone has different terminology. And it's so funny because in the back, they just use terminology loosely, and people know what the fuck it means. Like, no one goes, oh, that guy was buried. I'm like, no, really, he was jobbing. And no one goes, oh, what's his work rate like? You know, what he's a worker. No one's talking about Kenny Khan people. They're talking about his in-ring work rate. But a lot of people, you know, get stuck on words. But I believe being buried is when you're talented enough to be a lot bigger star than what you're being presented as. And not everyone agrees with that. So, but yeah, now Bray Wyatt is fighting Jericho. Yeah, dude, how fucking pissed do you have to be Jericho? You come back, you put this fucker over, and then bam, there he goes. So, who knows? The loss of Giving Raw tonight was so bad, I almost got cancer writing this. Oh, man. Mr. Cake says, I want to know who booked last week in this week's WWE shows. It was Vince McMahon, most likely. Vince McMahon and Dunn. I mean, this has Vince McMahon and Dunn written all over it. And I fucking laughed at Cena when he put the sign in the wrong way. LOL. It was saying, tag me in. Are you serious? You see how much we don't know how to do things correctly? Wow, is this shit really the shit factor of professional wrestling? And that's Stace X02. I thought the sign was funny, but I just... Who wants to watch pandering? If you want to watch pandering, just go fucking watch CNN or MSNBC or Fox News. So fucking stupid. Jerome Meadows. They had a chance to put some depth in John Cena's character tonight, and they blew it. Hit the reset button. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, they did. They had a couple times to tell a good story. I'll be right back. Stay right there. I gotta answer something. While I answer my door, check out Kocosports.com. Hopefully that works. It probably won't, but hopefully it will. See, that's why I need Boom Boom. Who the hell's going to answer the door when no one's here? Unbelievable. All right. Let's get a couple more comments and then finally break this down. I'd rather watch ICW and Grado for 2 hours than Raw. That's from Tom Martin. Tom Martin, you hit a home run, dude. I did not know what ICW was. I didn't know what Grado was. Jerry O'Neill, who's from Ireland, was like, hey, dude, you got to watch Grado. I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. Dude, it's fucking magical. It's beyond magical. That, kids, ICW and Grado, that's sports entertainment. That's not professional wrestling. That's sports entertainment at its highest level. John Cena can learn something. Really. Please go check out Grado and ICW, dude. It was a pleasant surprise of something I did not know about. Thanks to Jerry O'Neill, the editor of Kocosports. And the place is packed, going crazy, and he's just so fucking entertaining. And it's one of those things, you see Grado, and you're just like, what the fuck? This is what people are raving about? So fucking stupid. And that lasts for like 3 minutes. And then you're like, Grado is the greatest thing to sports entertainment ever! Ever! So, yeah. Raw sucked. Everyone do yourself a favor and YouTube Grado later. It's not going to be 5-star wrestling pro wrestling stuff. It's not going to be that. But it's going to be the most sports entertained you've been in a while. And it's going to take a while. It takes 3 to 5 minutes. But yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. And the crowd is completely awesome. So yeah, go check it out. Mr. The King says, I like John Cena. However, he needs to take a couple years off. He just needs to retire. He needs to legit retire. That's it. It's over. There's no saving him. There's no coming back 5-10 years from now. He needs to retire. And I'm saying this as a guy who's trying to rebuild John Cena. I know it sounds crazy. Like, oh, how are you going to rebuild John Cena? By him retiring. You have him retire. Legit retire. No more matches. You know what? I'm gonna have to do it for Vince. Here we go, Vince. Give him a 16th fucking title. You, Kevin Dunn, John Cena, whack off over each other. Fucking put the semen in your fucking eyes. I don't give a shit anymore. You fucking ruined the goddamn title anywhere. Ric Flair ruined his fucking reputation. I gotta go answer the door. Okay. I love living in Japan. Random Asian guy delivering me lunch that I did not ask for. Oh, man. See, what you can be like, oh, USA, USA. You get random Asian guys dropping you off lunch that you did not order. This might come back to haunt me. I think I might have stole my neighbor's lunch. Oh, well. Anyway. Welcome to the best Raw review in the business. Let's see. Raw is a loss. This is from Kevin Buchan. I hope I'm so bad at names. I feel like who the fuck? Santino. I feel like Santino. I'm just like, it was cool. I just call you Kevin. And it's with an A. I don't know. Is it Kevin? All right, focus, Dave. Let's see what Mr. Buchanan has to say. Raw is a loss. Seemed like WWE gave up on trying, put on a great show. They put more attention to the Bella Twin soap opera bullshit. They're giving us real wrestling. Yeah, it's just that I just think they're like, well, I don't know. I don't even know what they're thinking. I think the problem is I think they hate us, pro wrestling fans. They hate internet wrestling fans. They hate passionate pro wrestling fans so much that I think they're fucking putting their foot down. They're like, no, we're going to do it our way. Fuck you, you keep watching. Fuck you, keep... And the thing is, people aren't watching. You know, like, let's be WWE Defender. Here we go. I love WWE. Everyone keeps coming back. Everyone keeps watching. That's just not the case. Look at the fucking ratings. Look at the ratings. Look at your $9.99. Dude, you didn't... All right, but yeah. Franielli says... Guys, I did not watch Raw, with this exception of the main event. I think it was a loss, but I'll wait till your review ends, Dave, to make it official. Dude, listen, the fact that you didn't have to sit for this just makes you... I'm going to clear the record. I'm a little bit egotistical at times. Franielli is officially better than me. He did not watch all of this Raw. He didn't watch all of this Raw. He just didn't watch all of Raw. Congratulations, Franielli. All right, we're going to... Paul Heyman commented. All right, Paul Heyman will be our last comment, so let's just go in order. I am Mike Ashby. WWE has just became a 3-hour commercials. Yes, I'm convinced Vince has Alzheimer's. It's a possibility. Off topic, but ICW is awesome. I don't know much about it, but from what I've seen, it was the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen in my eyes. I have to do some more research before I get behind the product completely, but it's definitely worth checking out. Mike Ashman, myself, and a group of online friends run an eFed/call wrestling community, and we book way better production than WWE with a pro wrestling PC game. Shout out to Empire Online Network, and it's Empire. There's no E. Empire. Yeah, good. Listen, I don't mean to be mean, Mike Ashman. I am Mikey. All right, I don't mean to be mean. I honestly think anyone can book better than WWE. I think the challenge is booking it worse. I asked the Internet Infantry chat on Google+. I was like, yeah, everyone's coming up with these ideas that are better. Anyone can come up with better ideas. I think the challenge is coming up with worse ideas. And when I threw that challenge out, yeah, I'll throw it out on YouTube. We'll read them. Can you book worse than WWE right now? Booking better than WWE? Anyone can do that. And someone that doesn't even... Dude, someone that literally has never watched pro wrestling a day in their lives walks up and says, 2 guys are going to fight in a wrestling match. I don't know what wrestling is. Doesn't matter. Tell a story about it. That person will come up with better ideas. It just doesn't matter. It does not matter. So I think the challenge is come up with something worse. That's the real challenge. And Internet Infantry, they said Eva Marie becomes WWE World Champion. Not Divas Champion, World Champion cleanly. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's kind of like WWE is so bad right now. And trust me, I hate Vince Russo. I hate Vince Russo more than the man should. Oh, hold on. Let's get Vince Russo on the line. Bring. Yo, Vince Russo, I fucking hate you. Hey, bro, nothing's my fault, bro. Okay, thanks. Click. Oh, please, go pay for a membership for his site. How everything's not Vince Russo's fault. Please, where do I send my $4.99? I don't know how much his site is, but have you ever seen an interview with Vince Russo? Yeah, that's every answer. So, I was wondering, you stubbed your toe in the middle of the night. Not my fault, bro. Not my fault. Not my fault, bro. Okay, Vince. Paul Heyman, I want to live in a world Paul Heyman's really watching this show. I want to live in that delusional universe. Paul Heyman says, lost, just lost. No one look into it. No one will see that if it's the real Paul Heyman or not. I just want to believe in my heart of hearts it's the real Paul Heyman. All right, let's break this down. When I start getting too angry, we'll go back to live comments. Please keep the live comments coming, as I will be going back to them often because I'm all alone and I got a free lunch. How the fuck did I get a free lunch? 2 questions. Book WWE. Book WWE worse than WWE. And the second question is, if you lived in a foreign country, I live in Japan, and someone came by and bought you a free lunch, how do you handle it? Do you ask your neighbors? Do you just eat it? Do you just let it stay there? What do you do? Just some I've never met this guy a day in my life. Old Japanese fella comes up, knocks on the door, says, here you go. I say, I don't speak Japanese. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And he's like, oh, it's yours. I say, arigato, and he runs off. What do I do with the lunch? So that's the 2 things. It's lunchtime in Japan, by the way. So 2 things. 2 things. 1, book something worse than WWE. That's a challenge. And 2, if you were me and you had Lunchgate just appear on your fucking door, what do you do about it? All right. I have to do something to carry this show. All right. I wonder what it is. We'll do like, dude, this fucking Raw is so goddamn boring. I'm thinking about doing. You ever see those fucking YouTube channels where they open something up? They're like, oh, look, I ordered this from Amazon, and they fucking sent me the book I ordered. And people are like, 400 likes, yeah! Maybe we'll do that later with my lunch. Unboxing of someone else's lunch. All right, I'm retarded. It opens up with Chris Jericho, which, first off, is a bit of a surprise. You're like, wow, it's the highlight reel. They did advertise it, but you didn't think they were going to start off with it. And I was like, well, maybe his guest will be John Cena. Maybe it'll be the Authority. And they're like, oh, it's Randy Orton. And you're like, okay, I'm a little disappointed that it starts with a talking segment. I'm a little disappointed his guest is Randy Orton. But there's not going to be any John Cena references, right? Right? You know what? I got a bad heart. One day I'm going to die. And I don't want you to be sad when I'm dead. I don't. I want you to celebrate my death because I don't have to fucking watch John Cena anymore. Anyway, so Randy Orton comes out. He has the Authority, and they plug $9.99, throw in a couple little jabs here and there, and then it's John Cena. Dun, 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 dun! The segment felt like 9 years. The 3 legends sucking John Cena off, at least they're getting paid. But everyone in that ring sucked John Cena off, and it seems like that wouldn't be in her job description. Like, I mean, is Chris Jericho there? Like, dude, it sucks to be Chris Jericho. It just sucks. But yeah, that happens. And Triple H is like, I don't know if we're going to fucking have a title match. Here's the thing, Triple H, no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. That fucking happens. Listen, it's not even worth talking about. It's not even worth watching. If you are going to watch something, skip to the first match. Raw has a problem. The first match is always the best match of the night. They put on some John Cena fucking marathon. It's 40 minutes of, John Cena's great! Yes, he is! I'm sure all those people that hate him, if we keep saying he's good, will fucking turn a leaf. Anyway, but the first match is really good. It's probably match of the night. I don't know. The problem with WWE is the matches are so short, right? The matches are so short, and the segments are so long, and the segments are so goddamn fucking depressing that you could have a 5-star match somewhere snuck in the second or third hour, and no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. Definitely not the announce team, not you, but we're fresh. We survived the John Cena. Everyone loves John Cena. That's what I wanted to open to. Instead of everyone loves Raymond, everyone loves John Cena. Cesaro and The Miz versus Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler. This, I thought, was a pretty decent opener, and it had a little bit of everything. It had good wrestlers in Ziggler and Cesaro. It had a Golden Boy D Club member and Sheamus, but Sheamus has really been trying hard. And also The Miz. It had The Miz, which I find him to be the most improved wrestler of all time. and I also find him to be sports entertainment. You know, like, people are like, oh, the Miz fucking sucks. I'm like, he does what he's supposed to. I found it to be good. They had a makeup girl. I don't know. I just thought it's so funny because John Cena is supposed to be sports entertainment. I think Miz is doing a way better job at being sports entertainment. I thought it was the best match. It had a little bit of everything. It's a little buffet. If you like big muscle men that, you know, if you like the John Cena types, you have Sheamus. If you like the good wrestlers, you had Ziggler and Cesaro. The crowd was hot for it, and The Miz was adding sports entertainment aspect to it, and JBL brought it. I thought this was the highlight of Raw. Here's another question I have for you, and we've been doing this a long time. We started from the bottom, now we're here. My life is, we started from the top, and now here I am on YouTube. But I used to do this same exact bullshit, unless more clear, lots more commercials, not cursing. But I used to do the same exact bullshit on a bunch of radio stations. And then I did it on online radio, and now I do it on YouTube. And I've been doing it for a very long time. And I'm pretty sure the first time the red light went on that I was doing, I think the first show was called Wrestle Night from Florida, or is it just Wrestle Night? I don't know. But I think it was Wrestle Night from Florida. But it was one of those, and we just came on, the red light came on, and I'm almost positive the first thing I ever broadcast about pro wrestling was this. Man, I wish the mid-carders were in the main event, and the main event guys retired. Why does WWE always have that feeling? That feeling never goes away. It never, ever goes away. And the problem is, WWE Defender, here they come, dun 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 dun! You're going to say that's because that's what fans want. And I understand that, but it's the story arc. Like, people on Facebook and people that hate wrestling fans, they're always like, well, you love him when he's an underdog and he's there, but then he wins the championship and then you fucking turn on him. Well, yeah, because there's a story arc. If you actually told the story good, you wouldn't have people turning on them. You don't tell a good story. And that's it. You know, no one says that about Harry Potter, because, well, Harry Potter, I haven't read Harry Potter, I'm just using this as an example because it's really popular. I never heard anyone say, oh, but Harry Potter fucking sucks by book 6. No, because there's an adventure. It moves along. It's moving a story arc. You going, I want that guy to be on top. Oh, he's on top, and now he fucking is on top for 12 fucking years doing absolutely nothing new. No one's going to fucking enjoy that. That's why, who still watches 24? Who? Dude, 24, I haven't watched the new season of 24. When he said goodbye to Chloe, I was done with Jack Bauer. I was done 27 seasons before that. But the thing is, dude, no, there's no story arc. Jack Bauer did not improve. Season 3 should have been the last season. The problem is, John Cena is nowhere near as good of a character as Jack Bauer, and we're on season fucking 8 billion. You know, so I have no idea. The first thing I remember saying was the problem with WWE is the main eventers stay, and the mid-carders are the best wrestlers. And I just wish, why couldn't you figure it out? I said this, and I know someone on Bleacher Report just wrote this story, but I've been saying this for a couple of years now. WWE, stop focusing on one star. UFC doesn't focus on one star. ECW didn't focus on one star. Stop using the same formula. I enjoyed this match, and I think it had a little bit of everything for everybody. Like, if you like pure wrestling, you had Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler. If you like sports entertainment, you like The Miz. And if you like, I like muscles like John Cena. Yes, Sheamus was there too. I actually kind of enjoyed this match. So it goes downhill from here. Hey, we're getting a busted. We're getting a break-in. Yeah, I got lunch. Is it your lunch? Boom, boom. Yeah, Boom Boom's not here today. Boom Boom's working. Where's your babysitter? No, Boom Boom's not here. No, even if you point at the camera, he's not going to appear. You think you have magic powers? Let's see. Boom Boom. That'd be awesome if he appeared. Yeah, Boom Boom. He's not here. Say bye-bye. All right, let's go find your babysitter. And let's go fire her. All right, here we go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye. Yeah. Bye-bye. No. Japanese people, they're awesome at a lot of things. This is a very racist statement, but continuing. Japanese people are all great at awesome things. But obviously, babysitting and delivering lunch, not one of them. Not one of them. All right, let's focus. Oh, man. All right. Boop. So we get the first horrible, horrible segment. The Bella twins get these segments. And it's Nikki Bella. And Nikki Bella's like, in the third grade, Brie fucking shit her britches and then switched underwear and blamed me. They crashed cars. They fucking, like, everything that Brie was a horrible twin and Nikki was so great. It was just bad. You know what? Some people are like, oh, you're hypocritical. Your YouTube show sucks. Well, dude, it's just me sitting on my fat ass talking. Of course it sucked compared to Raw. But hear me out on this one. You can go iJustine or anything, and it was better than this. You have girls on YouTube that are way better than this. These are YouTube clips that are not that good, and you're putting on a national television. I mean, there was a lot of great jokes. One was, because he always said, I never told anyone till now. And one of the jokes online is, John Cena always kicks out at 2, and I never get to my climax, and I never told anyone till now. I saw a lot of different age jokes, like, oh, I gave Daniel Bryan AIDS, and she gave HIV to John Cena, and I didn't tell anyone till now. There was a lot of STD jokes, a lot of sexual jokes. It was just, I guess, easy to make fun of, and I guess that's what WWE does. You know, like, oh, get it? People on Facebook are making fun of us. That means the product was good. Vince, we still haven't sold networks. But, look, they're making... yep, way to go. Then, you go from that. You go from that. Oh, I fucking, deep down inside, I fucking hate Raw this week. I haven't told anyone that. Then you go from that to fucking Camera, Eva Marie, and Rosa Mendez versus Layla, Naomi, and Summer Rae. You know what? I hear Naomi's good. I hear Summer Rae's good. I hear Layla's good. I hear, you know, these things. I hear Cameron's a pretty good wrestler from all these people that love women's wrestling. And you know what? They might be. They might be great wrestlers. I don't see it, but this is horrible. This was probably one of the worst matches ever. Like, really, I have broken my back. I have broken my neck. I have concussion problems. I have bad knees. There's no... If I just walked in a wrestling ring, I could put on a better match than that. No training whatsoever. None. I mean, do they even have training? Do they even try? This match is completely fucking worthless. Jerry the King Lawler is putting it over. You know, it's like, dude, this ain't a Viagra commercial. Shut the fuck up, old man. And then it's over. And it's like, go watch Total Divas. No one wants to watch Total Divas. And they also teased a lot of stuff. The worst part is, this show was so bad, but it doesn't seem like it was finished writing. Because Jerry King Lawler's like, we might show highlights of Total Divas later. I don't know if they did. Maybe I just didn't pay attention. But why not, for the love of friggin' everything that is holy... Alright, hold on. Tag him in. Boom, boom. Give me a second. We have a special guest coming in. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, here we go. But for everything that's love and holy, just don't even have this match. Really. Do not have this match. Just go and have a commercial. I mean, I'm happy. I hate Dave Bautista, but I'm happy that he did great at Guardians of the Galaxy. I hate Randy Orton, but I'm happy that, well, he's never really accomplished anything, but please accomplish something so you don't have to be there anymore. And John Cena, too. But as far as Total Divas go, I am happy that's a huge success. But fucking have your huge success over there. If you're the #1 rated shit, don't fucking put it on there. And why not just have a commercial? that, you know, that wrestling was so bad that I begged for a commercial. Boom, boom! They finally let you out of the newsroom, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, no, please don't get up. It is just I, the sexiest man on all internet wrestling. That's right. I am Boom. I heard Lady Gaga is advocating celibacy. I think that's a disgrace. Because if she won't let me stuff her muff, then I guess I'll just have to poke her face. Boom. What's
Seriously,
up, kids?
how long did it take you to fucking write that? First off, did you really have to work a double and a triple? I think last week's Raw sucked so bad. You're like, you know what? I'm not even showing up to fucking watch this week's. Dude, it was worse this week. Did you watch it yet?
No, I have not. I mean, I literally just walked in the door. I've only been home for maybe like 5 minutes. I mean, I came in. I just got out of my work clothes, got into something a little bit comfortable, logged on, and said, hey, tag me in. I have not watched anything. I really haven't heard anything. You know, Dave, I would assume since it's Labor Day, maybe there's a little bit more laid back because a lot of your TV audience theoretically is out traveling for the Labor Day weekend. People are just now coming back. They're wanting to settle in. Maybe this would be a good opportunity to, you know, catch some people just when they get off the road, or maybe do some longer matches, showcase some talent, maybe progress some of the lower card storylines, just kind of keep everything in a holding pattern until you can really ramp everything up next week when everybody gets back. Dave, did that happen?
Yeah, it was bad. This might have been the worst Raw ever. Like, I thought about, like, if you were here earlier, I would have done the positive show. I guarantee a lot of people like our positive shows where we just act like every other fucking YouTuber on here and just act super positive about WWE. If it's this bad next week, we're going to have to do that. We're just going to have to be over the top Stephen Colbert positive because I don't even know what to fucking say. Anyway, all right, Booms, just sit there. There's only one good match, and we passed it.
Oh, wow.
All right. Yeah, so the Total Divas, they needed their own commercial. Mark Henry and Big Show versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
Oh, man, that had to be good, right? I mean, come on. You get the world's biggest tag team versus, you know, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper. I mean, the two schoolyard bullies. I mean, this had to be absolutely amazing, right? You know, a big man match. You know, they did it before. I mean, maybe this is something where, you know, you could have implications where the winner would get a shot at the tag team titles. You know, or maybe like Rusev would interfere, try to advance the whole Mark Henry. Remember when he came out and interrupted Rusev a couple of weeks ago? Something to interfere. I mean, come on, that had to be good, right, Dave?
Listen, I have to admit I did something absolutely horrible, and I want to apologize to the world. And the thing that I did was when this match happened 76 years ago for the first time, and they've had it every fucking show ever since. I said something like this. I showed a moment of weakness, and I said, this isn't my style of wrestling, but for this style, it was good. And I did not stick to my guns. And I'm just as bad as the people who say, well, John Cena's not that bad, give it time. If you give WWE an opening of their buddies and big fat fucking steroided fucking douche nozzles to be on top, they will fucking run with it. And you know what? I put my guard down. I want to apologize. This match happening for the 976th time is my fault. I didn't stick to my guns. Yeah, it happened. The same exact fucking thing happened. Maybe there was Rusev. Maybe. Oh, yeah, there was. I'm so angry, dude. You don't even understand how angry I am. Like, literally, I thought about starting the show going, WWE really likes John Cena. The rest of us don't. I am over. Like, that's what I thought about doing this show, dude. But after the bell, Rusev heads to the ramp, and they're fucking teasing Mark Henry versus Rusev. Later, it leads to a fucking thing. All right, listen. It leads to a promo, and Mark Henry tells Big Show, "Don't worry, I got this. I don't need your help. I need to do this for my country." Now listen, I am not the most patriotic fucking person ever. Okay, I am not.
He says the man with the patriotic tattoo on his bicep.
Yeah, I am not Go USA fucking pro guy. I hate all government. But hear me out. With that said, me and a couple friends, we served in the military. You having a pretend match isn't doing shit for your fucking country. The economy's in trouble? I mean, I want to see President Obama. Excuse me. Do we have problems in the Middle East? We have problems in Russia? Do we have problems with the economy? Well, don't worry anymore. Don't worry. Mark Henry is going to do this for the country. And then you see the GOP rise. You see the Democrats rise. You see, I don't know, do you even have anyone third party? You see one guy going, you're like, yeah, I'm an independent. Like, shut the fuck up. And they all cheer. Like, world peace, Mark Henry. You know what? I worry about America's future, you know, because I do something called read, and America's future scares the living piss out of me. With that said, I have nothing to worry about. Mark Henry's going to do this for his country. I just thought it was so over-the-top fucking ridiculous. Like, I got to do this by myself. I have something to prove. I don't want him to badmouth where I live. Okay, I'm on board. But to go, stand back, sexual chocolate's going to do this for the country. It's just like, are you fucking for real? Is this really fucking, what? Like, and hopefully he blended the line. Maybe the bright lights, he was a little confused. Maybe he had a concussion like me and stutters a little bit and gets excited. But if that was actually written, like, say this, you're a fucking idiot. Booms! I'm sure you're worried about your country's future, but you don't have to worry anymore. I mean, are you worried free? I mean, there's a lot of situations going on in America. Am I right? America is a little hotbed topic around the world. But, I mean, can you go to bed with a little bit of ease knowing that Mark Henry's going to do this for his country?
You goddamn right I am.
Still more to come for John Cena. Paul Heyman comes out. I love Paul Heyman. I love Paul Heyman more than a straight man should. This was the worst Paul Heyman promo ever. Ever. Paul, I know you've left a comment in my YouTube comments, and I know this ain't my best show ever, but that was your worst fucking promo ever. WWE, twice in one show, buried the whole company. Twice in one show. WWE might as well have said, John Cena is the greatest human being alive. Nothing else matters. They did it twice. They did it last week, and they did it this week. Last week they did it by them destroying the fucking Wyatt family. They just came by and absolutely fucking destroyed the Wyatt family. And all that showed was, well, the guy who got destroyed, just destroyed 3 people, and those 3 people destroyed everyone. That's just fucking math, folks. That's bad economy. Now, Paul Heyman comes out and says, no matter who you beat in the back, it's not Brock Lesnar. You know the point of a 3-hour pro wrestling show is to get as many people over as you can. You know, I know you try to have John Cena in every segment, but you need someone else. Who? WWE makes the roster look like shit so consistently. And the second time is, guess who's back? All the time you fucking try sometimes to defend Stephanie McMahon. And you say, as long as she gets her comeuppance. Am I saying that right? Comeuppance? I'm not saying that right, am I? Boom, boom. Booms, help me out, motherfucker, I'm drowning, you hot tag motherfucker. You're like, I'm going to log in to watch the show. Anyway, everyone says, give it time, Stephanie's going to have to pay the piper. I'll use my own fucking slang.
Get the comeuppance.
Motherfucker, I should fucking give you a JBL clothesline from hell. Anyway. But she didn't pay her dues because it started the thing, and now she made the whole women's division worthless. Well, first off, it was a horrible segment, but then AJ Lee skipping with the title, and Stephanie McMahon looks at her like she's Andre the Giant and says, give me back the title, and does. And they cut off her music. why not just have Stephanie McMahon, Triple H make love, followed by Nikki Bella and John Cena make love, with Rocky Balboa music in the background, shorten it up to about 15 minutes, and call it fucking Monday Night Raw. Because that's what the fuck we saw.
Wow, 15 minutes for all that point. That's a lot of satisfaction there.
It was a bad Paul Heyman promo. And not only that, but it's the same, Chapter 7. John Cena is going to fight Brock Lesnar. Chapter 8. John Cena is going to fight Brock Lesnar. Chapter 9. John Cena is going to fight Brock Lesnar. Like, dude, it's a long-term storyline is not repeating the same thing over and over, and they did it. Next, Jack Swagger versus Curtis Axel happens. Dude, I'm pretty sure Curtis Axel threw it the fuck in. Like, I know you have bad nights, you have good nights. I don't think this was a bad night. I'm just like, he's like, fuck it. What the fuck does it matter? Poor Curtis Axel. He looked like a bag of shit, and he's a pretty good wrestler. Not getting over with the crowd. They gave him opportunities. It's just a sad story, but he's better than what he was tonight. Jack Swagger beat him pretty damn bad. Put him into Patriot Lock for the win, and after the match, Bo interrupts. And I love Bo Dallas more than a straight man should. He said how many Americans Jack Swagger let down, and then he had a bunch of Americans, and they were like, prior to Jack Swagger losing, I had a house prior to Jack Swagger, and it went down the list, and I was just like, that's kind of cute. And out of nowhere, he put like Putin joke in. I don't know if like wrestling fans care about Putin as much as Vince McMahon does. Here's my thing. If me and Booms, when we go off the air, we make political jokes for hours on end because, well, I hate politics and Boom Boom works in the news, so it's kind of like ha 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 ha. Get it? So that's what we talk about. But Booms, if we just came on here and told Putin jokes and no one gave a shit over and over and over, we're a small YouTube fucking channel that no one gives a shit about. Wouldn't you be like, maybe we shouldn't tell Putin jokes? Like,
yeah, maybe we should do something more timely, more reasonable, something more current, something more relevant to our audience.
Dude, I just don't understand, like, his obsession with Putin. I don't get it. I am pretty sure WWE and Vince McMahon mentions Putin more than Congress and Obama. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Next is entertaining match. It was, I don't know. It was meant to be entertaining. I guess it depends on your style of wrestling. You had Adam Rose versus Titus O'Neil. The winner was Adam Rose. But the only thing that straight up I cared about this whole fucking show is who the fuck? Slater. Slater got beat up by the Rabbit, and the Rabbit was like beating his ass, and all I cared about was who was in the Rabbit suit. That's it. Like, if someone said, what was the best part of Raw? I'm like, who's under the Rabbit suit? So, down in the comments below, we're having a contest. Who do you think's in the Rabbit suit? We say CM Punk. We say the other primetime player. What's his name? Cocoa Pebbles Johnson.
Darren Young?
Darren Young, or one of the members of 3MB. Someone said maybe Prince Devitt. I don't know. But I don't know, the Rabbit beat the hell out of Slater, and the whole time I was like, I wonder who's under it. All I know, though, is I would pop big time, you'd take the bunny mask off, and it's CM Punk. Yeah, that's a Jakar angle. But you know what? Look what the fuck we're watching. We need CM Punk in a bunny mask.
Actually, no. It would, no, if we're going to go by Jakar, then it would be Colt Cabunny.
Yeah. Well, no, I think Colt Cabunny is his best buddy. I think he's CP Monk.
Yeah, there's CP Monk and Colt Cabunny.
Yeah. Why? I'm like, I wish I could review that show. Let's start reviewing fucking Chikara. Rusev versus Zax. Oh, another video from Nikki Bella. Dude, these videos were fucking ridiculous. Dude, it was Nikki Bella and John Cena's honeymoon. Literally. They just fucking forgot the sex tape. Rusev versus Zack Ryder. Rusev just fucking destroys him. After the match, Rusev poses on their flag, Mark Henry's music hits, and he runs away like a coward. And people chant USA. Alright. That's where to go. I'm skipping a lot of these segments. Fuck that. This is the Stephanie McMahon thing. Stephanie McMahon and the Divas all got in the ring. She gave the number one contendership to Nikki Bella, and all four are starting to hate each other. They almost told a good story. And I would do that. I would do this with John Cena. Not Nikki. Who's the Brie? Brie Bella. She's like, if you love me, you'll just quit. And she thought about it, and then she pushed and left. I was like, you know what? It would have been WWE by mistake almost told a good story. If she really just left and then spent time with her injured husband and didn't come back for a while, how great would that story have been? I love my sister, so I'm going to quit. I'm going to give her the spotlight. I have a family. It reminds me of The League of Their Own. I was like, are they going to League of Their Own us? Fuck yeah, who doesn't like The League of Their Own? Go watch it if you haven't seen it. A League of Their Own, pretty goddamn good movie.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to bring Bella, the sisters, like The League of Their Own. I was like, holy shit. But then she turned around, pushed it, and I was just like, you almost told a good story. Now, this is how bad WWE is. A League of Their Own isn't known for its great writing, but the standards are so low that if you stole the ending of A League of Their Own right there, I would have gave yourself a Barry Horowitz. You almost told a good story by mistake. And Stephanie McMahon buried the women's roster. Paul Heyman. So 2 non-wrestlers buried the whole roster tonight. Paul Heyman, I love you, but you fat fuck, you ruined everyone in the locker room. And Stephanie McMahon. Oh, what a surprise. Fucking, oh, she's a good wrestler. Yeah, she's a good wrestler, all right. Fucking punch myself in the fucking face. So now the Bellas, AJ Lee, and Paige are all getting together. But there was one part where, like, Paige is the champ, and they had the Bella twins yelling at each other, and Stephanie. And then before Paige came out, AJ came out, and I was like, ooh, Triple H cock warmer, Daniel Bryan's cock warmer, John Cena's cock warmer, and CM Punk's cock warmer. And Paige comes out, and she's like about to cut a promo like this. She's a little low. And I kid you not, I would have popped major if she says, who do I have to fuck around here to get television time? I was like, how the fuck? I know it's very PG, but you have all these cock warmers and a real woman wrestler. Why do you not throw that under the bus? Why do you not throw... That would have been great. Would have been great. Bunch of fucking cock warmers ruining women's wrestling. All right. Goldust beat Jimmy Uso, and then Super Goldust Brothers, we'll just Dust to Dust, whatever you want to call them. They went extra heel and attacked the Hurt Uso with a chair. So that happens. And you know what? I want to apologize to the Rhodes family and the Uso family. I have no idea how good this match really was. After watching Paul Heyman, Stephanie McMahon bury the whole roster and John Cena's fucking honeymoon on tape, I had nothing in me, bro. I couldn't pay attention. I couldn't give a shit. I want to apologize to the Rhodes family and the Usos family, because you know what? As my fucking job of making 38 cents, it is my responsibility to give a review of this match. And I did not give a fuck. This could have been a 10-star match, but we're in the third hour. I'm tired of seeing Nikki Bella. I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you, Booms, but if it's a bad show, that, you know, the main event's always going to be bad. That's a guarantee on Raw. But if you might, Goldust versus Jimmy Uso could have been a great match. I was burnt the fuck out. You could have put Tanahashi versus Okada. You could have put Ricochet versus Prince Devitt. I don't know if I could have fucking lasted. You know, for me to last 3 hours, you have to give me enough fuel to be entertained. I'm vibing at this point. and I want to apologize to the Rhodes family and the Uso family. Because you know the Usos get together after Raw, and the Rhodes get together after Raw, and they sit down at a Denny's, and they pull out the iPad and watch us. So, you know what? Thank you for always... thank you, Rhodes families and Uso families, for watching us. But from the bottom of my heart, I cannot review your match. I was burnt the fuck out. I just couldn't do it. So, yeah, that happens. Big show, Mark Henry. Mark Henry's doing it for his country. John Cena, Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho versus Seth Rollins, Kane, and Randy Orton. Dun, 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 dun! That's it. You don't even need... Dude, from now on, when John Cena's in the main event, I'm not even reviewing it. I'm just doing a sound effect. Unless John Cena's team or he loses, that's all you get. Ready? Let me recap. Let's do a review. Let's do a replay right after the thing, just like Raw. WrestleMania Monday Night Raw recap. John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Chris Jericho defeated Seth Rollins, Kane, and Randy Orton. Dun, 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 dun! That's all they did. I mean, do they deserve anything else than that on a recap show? Booms is like,
no, it doesn't sound like it. You know, it just, you know, Dave, from what you've been describing all along, I mean, it just sounds like this was not even phoned in is not even the word that we need to use for this. This was just a complete and total train wreck. I mean, it was just like nobody thought this out. They just put up a bunch of disjointed stuff in there, and then people who didn't need to be put over were burying people who needed to be put over. It just sounds completely just horrible, and I've read all the comments down here from the Internet Infantry. Everybody is apparently just upset about this, just saying loss, loss, loss. StaceX02, loss. Paul Heyman, loss. I mean, all these guys are just, I mean, completely laying it on here that this was just a fluster cluck, if you know what I mean, and I think you do.
All right, let's go to some live comments, Booms. You ready?
Oh, yeah. Let me read them. Give me something to do.
We're at Mr. the King. The last where we left off was Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, thank you for watching. You cut your worst promo ever, but I still love you more than a straight man should. Do you see it? All right, go ahead.
I'm trying to get some questions in here, but let's see. Mr. The King, RFW, says, and I quote, no, it's officially Bray Wyatt's death. I don't give a fuck who he thinks they know about burial. Wyatt got to fucking blown to bits, buried, disintegrated. Seriously, this was crossing the line. The Bellas need to disappear, and this ain't the first time they broke up. Fuck AJ with the fucking skipping makes me angry. And Goldust and Stardust, what the fuck? I don't even know if anyone noticed, but for the U.S. title, respect that and the tag titles respect swapped, and I have to give props to the Miz. I can't hate on him anymore. I swear, I heard Adam Rose theme. I almost threw something.
Yeah, Adam Rose is getting a bit fucking crazy. I don't know. I feel bad for him. All I give a fuck is who's under the bunny suit. Who's under the bunny suit? Go ahead.
It could be Darren Young here. I'm just going to kind of skip ahead here, and we're going to get to some questions here. Going to go around. Let's see here. Here it is. This is from Nita Jones, who last week pretty much said she would straight up do Paige, even though she is heterosexual, but that's cool. My question to you, Nita, is would you like just lay back and be like, all right, come get you some, or would you just dominate her? That's kind of what I want to know. But anyway, I don't want to get onto that topic. I want to get to her question. She's actually got a very good one here, Dave. She asked, a friend brought to my attention that how and she means WWE, or pushing Roman Reigns, is making him seem like John Cena, and she's not liking Roman as much now because of that, and she's a Cena fan. Do you think he's starting to come off like John Boy now? And if so, what direction do you think they need to take him? Yeah, I think they are, in a way here, Nita. They're giving Roman Reigns the John Cena treatment, which is constantly, shoved in your face, down your throat. I mean, come on. I mean, Randy Orton, Kane have done nothing for the past month and a half except for make Roman Reigns look good. That's honestly, I mean, this is if this was anybody else, we'd be bitching. But since it's the D Club, it kind of flew under our radar. But when you look at it, that's all they know how to do, and so that's what they're doing, and so it's kind of losing that coolness factor. It's like when you go, like when we were teenagers and we went and bought those CDs, maybe we were lucky enough to get one with the, caution, parental advisory, explicit lyrics. We'd get that CD and we'd listen to it. It would drive people crazy, but suddenly it's not so cool if your parents listen to that same album. Same concept. That's why Daniel Bryan worked, because it felt more natural, more organic, and you had Daniel Bryan working against the machine, whereas with Roman Reigns, you've got the machine behind him, building him, putting him together, and promoting him. So I think there's going to be a backlash for that. I think he is progressing nicely in the ring. I think microphone, promo-wise on the microphone, maybe needs to improve, but he's doing just fine where he's at. He's progressing. I think he's progressing at a great rate. He gets just, that much. I said this months ago. He gets just this much better every time he goes out there and wrestles. So, but yeah, I can see if WWE pushes it too far, I can actually, see a backlash like we saw with John Cena. Because Dave, remember when John Cena first started? It was first he came out, it was just regular tights or whatever. He was doing this, too much metal for one hand, whatever. And then he kind of found that niche. I think the story goes that he was, rapping or something on the bus or something, just kind of messing around. And they're like, oh, okay. So they kind of gave him that Eminem gimmick, and things took off. And then WWE got behind him. And then all of a sudden, that cool guy that, was taking on Brock Lesnar back around circa 03, or probably 04, all of a sudden, this guy wasn't cool anymore. It's like the same thing, like I was listening to that explicit record, and now my parents are listening to it. Now suddenly it's not so cool to listen to anymore. I think that's the kind of concept. At least that's what I'm seeing that right now with how WWE's treating Roman Reigns. Dave, do you think her friend has a valid point? Do you think fans are going to turn on Roman Reigns like they did on John Cena?
Yeah, and I don't think it's Roman Reigns' fault. I think the formula is broken. The storytelling is broken. You can't, the character, not Roman Reigns, not John Cena, not Hulk Hogan, the character that they are. They're all playing the same character. So the character is, look at me, I'm an underdog, but I win everything and have everything handed to him. No one in the world likes that character. So the problem is it's not Roman Reigns, it's not John Cena, you just can't. Like, here's an example. I'm going to give you a 3-second movie, right? You tell me who's the leader and the bad guy. 3 guys are playing poker. Waitress gives a meal, everyone tips, one guy grabs her ass, lights up a cigarette, and says, hey, that's your tip. That character, no matter who's played by, is the bad guy. No one likes that character. It's that way. Roman Reigns isn't Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is playing the part of Bruno. Hulk Hogan's playing the part of Bruno. The problem is, back in the day, people were like, yeah, woohoo! Nowadays, people don't. It's like that one sports friend who, like, he brags about how great it is to be a Yankees, Miami Heat, LA Lakers fan. And you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're not a fucking fan. There's no point to you. Now, if you're a Yankees fan and you're true and true, that's great. But if you're like, like I lived in Tampa, and you'd have like, it was like the year they won the Super Bowl, and we did this segment on news, and we did how many people, the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, and how many people on their cars, because at this time when the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, it was big to put the magnets and the bumper stickers and show your sports team love. Dude, like, we went to a Buccaneers practice and had about 20 cars from fans. 16 of them had Buccaneers and Yankees stickers on their car. And you're just looking at it, and the Yankees were a powerhouse back then. You're like, dude, you're not even sport fans. And no one likes those people. John Cena is that person. Hulk Hogan is that person. So it's weird. It's hard to, like, it's like Yankee fans won't understand this, but it's like being a Yankees fan. Every team in Major League Baseball understands that statement, but not Yankee fans, not John Cena fans. No one likes that fucking character. At least CM Punk, he was small, he was straight edge, he was against the machine. Dusty Rhodes, like, more people can relate to I need to take everything than it being given to them. And I think that's the difference. I think Dusty Rhodes, Stone Cold, Dean Ambrose, characters like that, they're like, I have to take shit. You know, where John Cena and Roman Reigns, oh, here's everything. And that's the problem. The character is flawed. The character is flawed. No one, people are like, oh, you turned your back on Roman Reigns. Not really. Roman Reigns used to be a muscle. Is Roman Reigns even still Roman Reigns? Let's be completely honest. When he first came out, he was part of a three-man wrecking team that just whooped ass and didn't want to talk till we wanted to talk. It's not the same fucking guy. And Roman Reigns isn't successful being Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is, like, if anyone goes to theater, they always have backup actors. You know, it's like, oh, you know, we don't have enough co-hosts to have backup co-hosts. But if Boom Boom is sick, we're like, all right, playing the part of Boom Boom tonight is James Legend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. Playing the part of Bruno is Hulk Hogan. Playing the part of Hulk Hogan is John Cena. Playing the part of, and it's just one fucking guy. And all that effort doesn't go into the whole roster. It goes into one guy. So let's say you don't hate John Cena. And there's a lot of people. Rob doesn't hate John Cena. I think Wrestling Rant doesn't hate him. Or at least he didn't used to hate him. Now hear me out. Even if you don't hate him, you're like, I don't hate John Cena, and I don't like John Cena. He's just there. And then you're like, but I do like, I don't know, Bo Dallas, okay? Right, Wrestling Rant like Bo Dallas. And you're like, I love Bo Dallas, but Bo Dallas is barely on television, and this guy that you don't care about is getting everything. You're not going to like him. Just picture this. A lot of people are younger. And if you're not younger, you can remember high school. High school is an important part of everyone's life. No one likes the guy whose dad owns the car dealership. If you're a local town, he's driving a brand new fucking Mustang, a Mercedes-Benz pulls up, you're on a fucking bus, and he's like, my daddy got me this because he owns the fucking... No one likes that guy. That is John Cena. That is who Roman Reigns is about to be. Roman Reigns might as well come out and be like, my daddy owns the fucking car dealership. Come fucking drink beer. You might drink his beer, but at the end of the day, you're like, I fucking hate this cocksucker. And people are like, well, you're just jealous. Well, that might be the case, but here's the deal. If he's a heel and you're jealous, it works out, $1 Million Man. But if let's just pretend we live in this world where I'm like, wow, I wish I could be John Cena. Even if that is the case, why wouldn't that guy be a heel? It fucking blows my mind that people fucking even like this character. Like, it's got to the point now where, like when I was a little kid, people were like, I like Superman. I used to talk slower to them as I'm wearing a Chris Hero Superman hat. Because I just never understood the point. Like, oh, did your hero win because he really doesn't have any problems? Oh, please do go on. That's how I start talking to John Cena fans. Like, wow, it must be really hard to be a John Cena fan. Must be hard to be a Yankees fan. Yeah, fucking no. And the thing is, even if you're a Bruno fan, are you going to like when your Yankees are replaced by another Yankees? The only people that like it are the assholes who are bandwagon fucking douchebag fans, and no one wants to be them. Look yourself in the mirror. Do you want to be the guy who's like, I like the Yankees and the Bucks when they won the Super Bowl and World Series? No, you don't want to be that asshole because you're an asshole. You're not a fan. You're an asshole. All right. I think that got way off topic, but I think people are going to hate Roman Reigns because he's playing the part of a bad guy. Roman Reigns is the guy who grabs the waitress's ass. Because that in movie and TV shows, if you want to establish who's an asshole, it's the cheapest trick in the book. And in fact, I'm going to call it the Kocosports ass grab. If you're watching a movie and you're like, wow, that guy just grabbed the ass of that waitress, bam! In 3 seconds, he's the bad guy. I call John Cena the Kocosports ass grab. That has a nice ring to it. Maybe that's a T-shirt.
Yeah, actually that does. It has a really good ring to it here. Let's see. I'm only reading this here because this actually made me laugh here. It's from Pladampa3. He says, "Loss. Raw was so bad, I tuned out to watch a Saved by the Bell documentary on Lifetime. Fuck WWE and their bullshit." I guess the question is, Pladampa, was that documentary or that made-for-TV movie or whatever it was that worth watching?
Let me tell you, the commercial's better than this Raw. Let's say they go on and be like, just kidding, nothing really happens. The commercial for that show was better than Raw. So.
Oh, wow.
Lennox Wooderson says, because I asked this question earlier, I think Sami Zayn is in the Rabbit suit. Lennox Wooderson, give yourself a Barry Horowitz. That would be awesome. All right. Yeah, because they did team up at NXT, so not that. Yeah, can you imagine WWE actually pays attention to NXT and WWE?
Actually, I've been watching. Here's the thing. One of the things I started doing recently is I actually started watching NXT more. And Sami Zayn. I mean, it could technically it could make some sense because I remember Sami Zayn had teamed up with Adam Rose in the tag team title tournament. Now, granted, they lost, and they were eliminated from the tournament. So there's a connection right there. So that would make sense. Two, they're getting ready to do this 4-way for the NXT title, and provided, assuming he doesn't win it or lose, I mean, he's still got the perfect out right there. It's like, he's out of contention for the NXT title. He's friends with Adam Rose. He goes out there to help him out. I can see that. That's a good possibility. Now, some other people, I think it's Rihanna Jackson. Is bringing up, I hope they're not bringing Michael Sam to Raw next week because he's gay and got cut from the Rams, but they think he's a great player. In my opinion, they should have had him on the show before he got cut or when he finds out a new team because technically he's not a celebrity anymore. What do you think about Michael Sam on Raw next week? To be honest,
I'm sorry, can you answer this one just because I have no idea about this story at all? I don't.
Okay. Michael Sam was I'm just going to give you a Cliff's Note version, was a star player for the University of Missouri, and it came out at the end of the year that he was gay, and he told all his teammates about it.
Draft? Everyone went crazy because he kissed someone on the ESPN draft. Is that the same guy?
I don't know about that incident, but I know he had told his teammates about it earlier on in the season. Everybody was cool with it. And I think just before he graduated or had his final season in Missouri, just before it ended, right as he left Missouri, he just said, "Okay, I'm coming out of the closet. I'm gay," and so he was going to be the first openly gay person to try out for the NFL. And now, to his credit, he was really good at Missouri, and he was tried out for the St. Louis Rams. Was on the team for a while, but didn't make the final cut. So WWE's just trying to get some more of that mainstream publicity because Michael.
So he's the.
Sam, whether you like it or not.
He's this season's Tim Tebow, where he has headlines, but he's not.
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
My whole thing is, in WWE's defense, it all comes down to how long ago did they book it. Is it in St. Louis? Did they book this 6 weeks out? Was this a last-second thing? And, of course, I don't think we'll ever get an honest answer, but if they booked it 6 weeks out and they're like, oh, he's cut, well, we already booked him, then, oh, that's just bad timing. But if they cut him and they're like, oh, he's making headlines, let's put him on next week, that's scumbaggy. So I think it all comes down to how long ago did they book him? And I don't think we'll ever get that truth. And do you know anything of how long ago did they book him?
I have no idea how soon they would have booked. I have no idea how soon they would have booked him.
This week, that's very scummy trying to steal headlines bullshit. But if he was booked like 6 weeks ago, yeah, still have him go out there. I mean, you promised him a booking. So I guess that just depends on the situation. Here, I got a test. I got a test for Vince McMahon. Everyone, close your ears. This is only for Vince McMahon. I guarantee if you walked into creative meeting right this fucking second and handed out paper and said, write down every NXT champion. No, write down every active NXT champion. None of them would pass that test. The guys who wrote Raw have no idea what NXT is. I bet you if you went to Vince McMahon and said, who's the NXT champion, he wouldn't know. That makes me sad. But that's my test for you, Vince McMahon. Good luck. All right, let's see. Boom, boom. All right, hold on. All right. Franielli says Reigns has to start doing filler moves because it's getting boring to see him doing the same moves each and every match. But I think that's what they want. He's playing the part of John Cena. And Brandon from the Raw Live Internet Infantry chat says mid-carders need a push. And I think we can all agree on that. And New Jersey Crazy I3 has liked and tweeted our video, so I really appreciate that. At PJREYEYS25. So appreciate it. Thank you for tweeting us. Booms! I think that's it. Now listen, any comments, Booms, let's do a Stump the Idiot. We're getting a lot of complaints that we don't do enough Stump the Idiots. If you're on Twitter, hashtag Stump the Idiot. Please put comments on, and let's have a little fun. They could be ridiculous questions. They could be serious questions. Let's have a mixed bag of questions. But I don't know if Boom Boom is free this week because he's in the middle of moving, and that's beyond stressful. But this week, I plan on doing a very long Stump the Idiot, but I kind of want fresh questions. So if you have any questions, please put them down in the comments below. And if you're on Twitter, put hashtag Stump the Idiot. I've never used hashtags. I never thought we were big enough. This week I'm going to try. Someone, for the love of God, at a charity, someone hashtag Stump the Idiot. Or just send it to @Kocosports. And I think that's it. Jerry is going to be working all night on Kocosports, so please check it out, kocosports.com and .net. Booms, thank you for coming in and saving me for the second half. All right, if there's any questions we missed. One thing I do want to plug besides our own stuff. Wrestling Rantin', he does Raw reviews, they're short, but last week he did a show where he talks about the Wyatts. And me and Wrestling Rantin', I like him a lot, but we don't always see eye to eye. But I think Wrestling Rantin' hit a home run with his Wyatt's video. So please check out Wrestling Rantin'. I put a link in one of my older shows, but this one usually gets a lot more views, so I'll do it again. Check it out. We don't see eye to eye, but I think he hit a home run when it came with the Wyatt's video. All right, Booms?
Yeah.
Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say? Or?
Of course, like always, I'm going to plug Kocosports.com. That's KOCOsports.com. It's your home for all combat sports. That includes boxing, mixed martial arts, pro wrestling, amateur wrestling, sumo wrestling. You can get your nose broke doing it. Man, we got you covered there 24 hours a day. Available on Kocosports.com. It's where the world goes to kick ass.
All right, and thank you all for the live things. Any comments we missed, we'll go. But thank you all for live comments. All right, Booms. Is it that time of night? I got to eat lunch. You got to go to bed. All right.
Oh, yeah.
We will be. Well, can you make a Stump the Idiot appearance this week? Or are you going to be too busy moving?
No, actually, I don't have to move for another week, so I'm good.
All right. So Stump the Idiot. We're bringing it back by popular demand, even though it doesn't get many views. But it's all about the love. It's all about the love. So please, if we missed your question, just repost it. At Kocosports on Twitter, hashtag Stump the Idiot. I don't think anyone's going to hashtag that, but it would be good. Warm the cockles of my heart. And leave questions down here, and we'll try to get more. I did 2 shows. I did a weekend review you can check out, and then I did one about 20-minute question that I kept getting from everybody, and that was, how do you think Devitt and a bunch of the newer guys like Kenta will do in WWE? All right, well, thank you. Booms, thank you. Internet Infantry, thank you. Cal that I got on vacation, thank you. Hey, go to Kocosports.com. Okay, when I start doing puppets and voices, it's time to go. Go to Kocosports.com! With that, I am over.